Okay. All right. So Algebra 2, you did the notes. If you need a little bit of help of getting started on the homework, here we go. The main thing, again, as if you look at your notes, is you're going to have to be doing a lot of factoring. So when you do your factoring, always look for a greatest common factor first. And then maybe you have to make the x. Maybe there are 4 terms and you got to group them. So just kind of walking through some of the factoring. Like, let's see. So the numerator, 3x squared, I'm actually going to hold off on this one. For here, factoring the denominator, I can factor an x out of both of those. And then I'm left with 5x plus 2. So with that 3x squared, you know, if you just think of it as 3 with 2 x's here, then you can start to see things that are going to cancel out. Before you do cancel out, ask yourself what's going to make your denominator 0, what will the factors do? So this one, I would never pick 0. And in this one, if you actually just take a moment, set it equal to 0, subtract the 2, and divide by 5, you would also not pick -2/5 in that, okay? And then you can cancel out factors. Remember, factors multiply. 3 times x times x. X times 5x plus 2. 5x and 2 are terms, so you know, you can't take out 5x and you can't take out 2. So this x will take out this x, and then you're left with 3x over 5x plus 2. I do want to walk you through the factoring of the denominator on number 5 because we did this a long time ago. So let me just show you what number 5 looks like as far as the factored denominator goes. So I'll let you factor the numerator. You're just going to make your x. But the denominator here factors into x minus 2, and then x squared plus 2x plus 4. Number 6, same idea. What does this factor into? It factors into x plus 1, and then x squared minus 1x plus 1. Okay? And again, you'll factor the numerator. You can just make an x. As far as, you know, what would you never include, you don't worry about these. Nothing's going to make these 0. Instead, it's just what will make these 0. So for 5, I would never pick 2, and for 6, I would never pick -1. When you get to the next set, just remember, you know, you're multiplying here. On the back, there is a back, you're dividing. What I would do on number 7 when we did problems like this is I would group your numbers. I would group your x's, so x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x to the 5th. And group your y's, y squared, y to the 4th, and y to the 3rd. And then it's just all about the adding and subtracting of exponents. Okay? And then some division problems here. Okay? I think the last problem I will go over, well, I think I'll probably, just do 18 with you guys in class. But these are division. So again, let's just kind of through this one. You will factor the numerator, so I'll go ahead and factor this one for you, x minus 3 and x plus 2. This one is a greatest common factor of 3x cubed, and then you're left with x plus 2. And then you will multiply by the reciprocal. So that will go to the top, and that will go to the bottom, and you can't factor those. So remember, in the end, when we're looking at, you know, what would you never pick, you have this denominator in the original problem, and you have this denominator. But in the end, you have one fraction, which is like a numerator, and another fraction, which is all like the denominator. So when we're deciding, you know, what can't we have x be, you use this denominator, and then this whole denominator. So if you look at the parts, here I would never pick 0. Here I would never pick -2. Here I would never pick 3, and here I would never pick 0 again. And now you can go through and do your canceling out. So x cubed can take out x cubed, 6 can take out 3 and be left with a 2, x minus 3 can take out x minus 3, x plus 2 can take out x plus 2. So in the end, the only thing that you're left with is a 2. And that's it. I will see you guys next week, Friday. Oh, final thing, so hopefully you are listening to this. Notebooks are due Friday, and last day for all tests, content checks, mile markers, besides the newest mile marker, is going to be May 5th. That's it.